I'm Nick, a former Amazon bar raiser who now runs a service called Amazon Bound, where we help talented job seekers to interview well with Amazon and other top tech companies. If this sounds interesting to you, please feel free to subscribe to our channel. Today, I'd like to talk about the AWS technical presentation, which is a part of the Amazon interview process for solutions architects. In this video, I will describe what the AWS technical presentation is, and I will discuss 5 steps which you can take in order to perform well during that part of your solutions architect interview with Amazon. First, let's talk about what is the AWS technical presentation. For level 6 position or higher interviews, Amazon usually requires candidates to submit a written sample, a written response to a problem. In the AWS organization, however, a lot of interview loops substitute this written response, written sample, with a presentation of a technical engagement and customer deployment issue, where you have contributed to the forward momentum and forward progress. The way this usually works is that the interview team will earmark one of the interview slots on your interview day, and they will expect you to present this technical topic in front of all of them. And usually if it's about a 60-minute presentation, the team would expect you to present your material for maybe 20, 30 minutes, and the balance of time is spent by them asking you rude Q&As. Some AWS teams would let you know that you can only have this many slides in your presentation to fit within 20 minutes. Others would leave it up to you. But the point is that you would have to present a challenge, a technical problem that you've resolved in front of all these technical solutions architects, and they would ask you questions on what you did, what you could have done better, so on and so forth. Now that we have described the AWS technical presentation, let's talk about the 5 parts, the 5 components that you can include in your technical presentation. Let's start with part 1. Part 1 is to set the problem, set the context, describe what was broken, and describe what was at stake. Part 2 is to describe what were the options you considered to solve the problem. A good idea for that portion, for that slide of the presentation, is to list your options and also provide pros and cons for each option. List pros and cons that are real, that are challenging, and usually it's a good idea to have at least 3 options or more. Part 3 is to describe the option you chose. What were the benefits of the option? What were the downsides? What were the results? Usually for that slide of the presentation, it's a very good idea to use a schematic that describes the architecture and deployment that you oversaw and put into production. Part 4 of your presentation is to have a slide that shows the architecture or deployment if you had done that on AWS. That part of the presentation, Amazon would sometime, if they give you any feedback, sometime they would call it optional, but it's the one part that you must have in order to convey your knowledge and your comfort level with AWS. And part number 5 is to have a few slides in an appendix which you would not go over during your 20 or 30 minutes of original presentation. You would leave those slides in the appendix as illustrations for your responses that you might provide to any questions that you hear during the Q&A part of your presentation. So those are the 5 parts. Those are the 5 slides that at least that you should have in your AWS technical presentation. Number 1, describe the problem. What was at stake? Why did it matter to resolve the problem? Slide 2 is what are the options that you considered with pros and cons? Slide 3, the option that you chose, usually a schematic would be helpful here. Using lots of data, describe the results. Slide 4 is how this deployment would have looked like if you had used it on AWS. And slide 5, that's not really a slide, it's a bunch of slides in the appendix. Those are slides that would show how you proactively could answer questions that come at you without you anticipating them. That's it. I hope this was useful information for you. If it was, please subscribe to our channel. Best of luck in your AWS SA interview. You've got this. Chin up. Take care. Bye.